So today we're talking about goals, and I know there is a ton of information out there about goals and why we should probably have them. But a lot of us, the only time we ever really think about some of our goals is around January the 1st. We set those goals and we shoot out the gates, and we easily get distracted and we start to fade, and just as quickly we lose track and we get off track and we don't accomplish those big things that we set out to accomplish that year. Well, today I want to try to help you set goals properly in the right way, and then also show you some areas where we typically fail in trying to accomplish those goals. A couple of quotes that I found is Bill Copeland. He says, "Not having a goal is like running up and down the field all day and never score." Yogi Berra, the Yankees catcher, said, "If you don't know where you're going, then you'll end up someplace else." And I think those are really good quotes about why having goals gives us direction and guidance towards the things that we want to do. Otherwise, we're just aimlessly going about. Now, my blog and what we're talking about is primarily focused on health, fitness, and nutrition. However, I highly recommend that you have goals in all areas of life so you're a well-rounded person. And there are 7 areas of life that recommend that you have those goals in, and that's family, career, financial, your spiritual life, your health, your intellect, and then lifestyle or recreation. You can also refer to Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life for that. And if you think about your life as a wheel, and then each of those areas as a spoke on that wheel, if you're really strong in some areas but really weak in others, then you can tell that you'll have a flat tire, and it's like bloop, 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 bloop. Your life won't be what you hope it would be if you're not as strong in all areas of life. I know we can all think of some examples of the guy that's well off financially, he's got a great job, but because he spends all his time at work, that his relationships with his family, his friends, and God have really suffered. We also know, probably have an example of someone that's got all the good looks, they got muscles on top of muscles, but they can't even carry on a conversation. Or even the guy or girl that they serve their church great, they serve their community, they're great parents, and they're a great team member to have at work, but they let their health slip, don't care anything about it, and they stay sick all the time. Now, before you start setting your goals, I have 2 recommendations for you. First, when you start to set out to make your goals, set a goal that will cause you to stretch. Set a big goal, something that's going to cause you to do a lot of work to attain that. Your goal should make you feel uncomfortable. When you think about it, if you're not really uncomfortable, it's probably not big enough. Jim Rohn says, set a goal for what it makes of you to accomplish it. What it makes of you will always be greater than the goal that you achieve itself. The other thing, number 2, is kind of on the flip side of that. Count the cost. You need to count the cost of what it's going to take to accomplish that big goal. What are some things that you're going to have to stop doing? Are there any things that you're going to have to stop doing? Will you have to stop going to the pantry at 12 o'clock at night and sneaking some donuts or whatever? I don't know. Are there some things that you're going to have to start doing to make some sacrifices to achieve that big goal? Will you have to start getting up early in the morning, or will you have to start working out and running or whatever at lunchtime when everybody else is just relaxing and eating their lunch? So in setting goals, there are a few areas that we all typically fail in that cause us not to accomplish those goals. And some of those are, our goal list is more of a wish list. It's not really a goal. We've written it down or we've thought it up, and we just cross our fingers and hope that it happens. Another thing is we don't have a map to know how to get there. We've got point A and point B, but how do we get to point B from where we're at? We don't know that. Also, another area is our ideas are as clear as mud. We're not specific on the things that we want to accomplish. Also, we have Houston. Houston, we have a problem. We don't know if we are on track or off track. And then the other area is accountability. We don't hold ourselves accountable. Maybe we don't have the self-discipline to hold ourselves accountable to the things that we said we were going to do, or we don't have someone else to help us hold ourselves accountable. So To kind of help you in setting those goals, we need to set goals that are SMART, S-M-A-R-T. And that's obviously an acronym. The S is for specific. Your goals need to be specific. I want to lose weight. Well, how much weight? Your goal is not specific. I want to lose 30 pounds. That's a little bit better. It needs to be measurable. How are you going to know if you're on track if you don't put a number or something definitive to it? I want to increase my clean and jerk max. Well, by how much do you want to increase that max to? I want to start running. Well, how often a week do you want to start running, and how far do you want to start running? When you put numbers to that, we can start there and work our way backwards in developing a plan to see if we're on track to accomplish that goal. So a better goal would be, I want to increase my clean and jerk max to 300 if you're a bad boy, I don't know. Or I want to consistently start running 3 times a week for 3 miles each time. Your goal needs to be attainable. All right, so attainable. I like football. I played receiver in high school, but as a 5'5" short, slow, white guy, making the NFL is highly unlikely. So, although your goals should cause you to stretch, it needs to be something that you can attain. And the R is realistic. So, again, I said you want to set goals that will cause you to stretch, make you feel uncomfortable, but they do need to be realistic at the same time. So, what I mean by that is, hear people say, I want to lose 40 pounds in 3 weeks. You know, that's probably not going to happen, and it's probably not the best health-wise. Or I want to run a 5K in under 18 minutes by the end of the month, and right now you're running 22 minutes in that 5K. It's just not realistic. You need a little more time for that. The T is for time sensitive. You got to put a deadline to when you're going to accomplish this. So a couple of examples of SMART goals are, I am going to finish the 70.3 half Ironman in New Orleans on October 17th. Or I'm going to run my first 5K by December 31st of 2017. Or I'm going to increase my bench press max to 300 pounds within 6 months. Those are SMART goals. I hope today has helped give some clarity on how to set goals, how to accomplish those, and I hope I have helped encourage you and motivated you to get out there and get moving and stay moving. I would like some feedback. If you have any health and fitness questions, I would welcome your feedback through email. My email is thefitnessmentality@gmail.com. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.
This goes out to anyone